Shalom וברוכים הבאים. David, I might do the whole speech in Hebrew, but I know you're still not fluent in Hebrew. So for everyone who doesn't speak Hebrew, my name is Asaf Amosani. I'm a managing director with the NASDAQ OMX group. I work with the Israeli companies which are listed on the NASDAQ and those who aspire to be listed on NASDAQ. Today, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome Landmark Ventures to celebrate the 5th Israeli Dealmakers Summit here in New York. I also want to extend a very warm welcome to Yossi Vardi and the distinguished guests who are here with us this afternoon. At this point, I'd like to introduce your executive host, Mr. David Wicks. David, please.
Thank you, Asaf, and good afternoon, and shalom to all our guests. I will give our speech in English. It is truly my honor and privilege to welcome the organizers of the Israeli Dealmakers Summit conference to NASDAQ. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Yossi Vardi, one of Israel's first high-tech entrepreneurs, and to all our distinguished guests who have joined us here today. We're excited that you could all join us right here from the crossroads of the world in Times Square, New York, as we get set to ring today's closing bell. Now, Yossi, there's a lot to celebrate, and let me start by saying how proud we are to partner with the Israel Dealmakers Summit. I believe it's really a strong testament to the long-standing relationship spanning more than 30 years between NASDAQ and Israel. And as I look on the board, I see some of the Israeli companies, whether it's Nice Systems or Marvel or SodaStream, truly entrepreneurial, innovative technology companies. I think that all deserves a round of applause. And wait, you didn't let me finish. So the market's teetering. The louder we clap and cheer, Yossi, the more the market goes up. Hey! So the Israel Dealmakers Summit 2013, it's a premier two-day conference that brings together an audience of senior executives literally from around the world to discuss innovation across key growth sectors, including digital media, healthcare, the internet, clean tech, medical devices, mobile, semiconductors, software, and telecom. This year marks the conference's 5th anniversary, and in special celebration, it's being held right here in New York City. The conference focuses on the thriving and exciting opportunity that Israel holds for international investors. The innovative technologies which originate from Israel, Israeli companies in all sectors, keep setting worldwide standards and help make our world a better place. 70 of these companies are listed on the NASDAQ today, and it's by far the largest number of Israeli companies listed on any exchange other than the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. And it's no coincidence that more of these high-growth, innovative companies choose to list on NASDAQ over any other U.S. exchange. Why, Yossi? Because we're the best. We are. But we believe that NASDAQ's history of innovation is a primary factor which has really contributed to our success connecting with the most innovative and entrepreneurial companies in Israel, and in that respect, all around the world. We're honored to be considered the home away from home for Israeli companies, and I feel very confident to stand here before you all and say that our commitment to Israel, our Israel issuers, and the companies that aspire to list with us is as strong as ever. So we're delighted to have the organizers and participants of the 2013 Israel Dealmakers Summit here this afternoon with us for the closing bell. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Yossi Vardi to say a few words.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. We are delighted to be here this afternoon celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Israeli Dealmakers Summit here in New York in Times Square, which is second only to Kikar Mughrabi in Tel Aviv. Over these past 2 days, leading executives from around the world discussed the innovative companies and exciting opportunities which exist in Israel for investors and international companies. I want to take this opportunity and thank Landmark Ventures and especially Ziv for organizing this important event here in New York after doing it a number of times in Tel Aviv. It was truly a great event, don't you agree? Yeah. A little bit about innovation of Israel. Israel and innovation are going end-to-end, leading R&D centers for companies such as Intel, Microsoft, Motorola, IBM, Google, Yahoo, Computer Associates, BMC, and the list goes on and on and on and on, are located in Israel. I read somewhere that the largest amount of money spent by American companies outside of United States is in Israel. And bear in mind, we are only 7.8 million people, so per capita it's even bigger. The VC industry is thriving and financing a lot of companies. I think Izar that is only second to China now. And again, on a per capita basis, it's even more impressive. The fact is that Israel is a role model for other countries when it comes to harvesting innovation for economic growth. We have a continuous flow of visitors to Israel. I think that this month alone, I am aware of 8 delegations which are coming to Israel. And David, you should be ashamed that you haven't been yet in Israel. How we are going to fix it? When are you coming? Give a pledge. Okay, that's good. Over the years, innovation which came out of Israel helped making this world a better place and safer place. There's still a lot to continue to work, however. Some of these innovations include improved processing speed for chips, protecting people and organizations online, improving the ways we communicate and create medical devices and drugs which make us all live longer and better life. About NASDAQ. I remember NASDAQ working in Israel since the 70s. NASDAQ really fueled the growth of Israeli companies. As it was mentioned, 70 Israeli companies are in Israel. I asked Asaf, where is Asaf? Asaf, give a round of applause to Asaf because he's doing really a great job. And maybe if I will praise him, he will invite me again to ring the bell some other time in the future. He told me that the combined market cap is of all the Israeli companies is $45 billion. Thank you, Landmark Venture. Thank you, NASDAQ.
And thank you, Yossi.
And thank you. Do I have to give it back to you after the ceremony, or keep it for me?
We're going to engrave it, and then we're going to ship it to you.
Good. Thank you very much, everybody.
You're welcome.